Hi guys, so I'm jumping on here today with this video because I finally completed this little, it's a journal template kit, whatever you want to call it. I have worked on this thing for hours and hours and hours and days and weeks, and I think it's finally at the point that I'm satisfied with it. So this one is not the final one here, but we will make a final one. But I just wanted to kind of show it to you. So when put together, it measures about 5 inches by 6.5 inches. And it is the full kit. So you get all of this in it. And so it's everything to put together to make a vintage floral junk journal. And so it is so beautiful, and it's actually easy to make. It was not easy to design, it was easy to make. So let me show you the kit. So this is the kit. So this is your main cover right here. And then I done some little book plates. I done some different colors, some different words, a wax seal, because there's a number of different ways that you can close this. You can put one of the seals right here with a brad and then wrap string around it. You can do magnets in here. You can do Velcro, or you can just wrap some string around it at the end. So this is the cover and your book plates and some wax seals. This is your back, this area right here, and this here is this flap. And then the pages, you can put them in whatever order you want to put them in, and we'll go through all of that when we start putting it together. So here's a page, and I just included, you know, some extra, like some little pieces of ephemera all throughout it. And here's another page. And again, some more ephemera, another wax seal. This page may be my favorite page. I don't know why, but I love it. So you have this page, and there's some little tiny library cards. And then there's this page here, and we've got like some buttons, some of the roses, some stamps. This is from a 1922 life insurance premium book. This has got a ledger in it. And then right here we've got some tickets. This is from a 1920 memoranda book. We've got some of the script there. And then here we've got some of the butterflies with the vintage florals on them. This is another piece of ledger, some more script. And then these are the little tabs that you can cut apart and make tabs out of. And then this page has got some tickets on it. So there's 8 actual pages of the pages for the inside of the journal. Okay, and so then here's some of the ephemera. So I've got a couple of tags. I've got another tab right there, a banner. Right here is like a journal card, some more tickets, some clocks, pockets, and then a page of like pockets. So that is the kit. And I have already cut one out. So let me grab it. Okay, so I've got this cut out. And I'm going to put all of this stuff to the side for now, because we don't need all of that right now. Okay, so once you cut it out, this is what you will end up with for the main part of your journal. You're going to have your front cover, and then your back cover and your flap, and then you'll have 8 pages. So what you need to do is you really want to use a scoreboard. Let me grab my scoreboard. because you want to make sure, you know, that it's folded good. And so just take your scoreboard and score along the lines there. Where is my score thing? Okay. We may have a problem because I don't know where my score thing is. I just had it. There it is. All right. So I am just going to score. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And here. And here. Okay. So because I want it to fold nice and neat and clean, and to be as even as possible. So it's going to fold like that. Okay, so let me let me show you how to do the pages. Well, I'll go ahead and score this, and then I will show you how to do one of the pages, and then I will go and finish the pages and ink around them, and then we'll come back and put it together. So I'm just scoring on these lines right here. And, you know, it's the better I can score it, the better off it'll be on me when I go to put it together. It makes it a lot easier if you get it scored right. Which that one went majorly off. I don't know if you guys seen that. So we might have a problem there, but oh well, we'll get through it. And just score that. And so I'm just going to score right through here. And I do have a smaller version of this that should, I'm hoping to be done with it this weekend as well. It's like a little, maybe like, I don't know if you'd call it a travel size, or you know, what you would call it, but it's quite a bit smaller than this one. Okay, so do I have it all scored? Okay, so on this, you just want to go through and fold everything. And that's all I'm doing on here. Just folding everything down. And like I said, putting this together is not difficult at all. The hardest part was creating it. Okay, so on this, you want to take your pages and you want to score them right on that little tab. So you will score it right on that tab. And then what you'll do is you will take that tab and then you'll bend it down, just like that. Where is my roller? Okay, and so after you get that done, then what I do is I take and I fold the page in half. So that's what you're going to need to do to all of your pages. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the camera. I am going to go ahead and finish folding all of my pages, and I will probably go ahead and ink this up, and then we'll come back and finish assembling it. Okay guys, so I am back, and I have inked all the edges on my pages as well. So the first thing we want to do is assemble our cover. So you're going to lay it down like this, and you're going to take your front cover, and your front cover is going to go right there. So you can use tape, score tape, glue, I would recommend using something that's going to, you know, be very strong and sturdy. So, and then you want to make sure you get it lined up. That's very important to get it lined up good. Just like that. Okay. And so we've got our cover together now. Okay. So now we're going to take and flip it over. And we're going to glue all of these little tabs down. So you just want to glue them down. And so they're like that so that there's not like a raw edge showing. And so I'm just putting some glue down on them and putting them down. And you can do this with, you know, like I said, this part I wouldn't have any problem doing with tape, which I should probably get my ATG out and do it. It might be quicker, but I've already got the glue going, so we're going to go with it. Okay. So like I said, the kit is actually very easy to put together. The hard part was the designing of it, because trying to make sure that I got pages the correct size for the cover and the folds in the right spot. And I could probably put this together with my eyes closed now, because I put so many together trying to get all the kinks worked out. So, but now that I have it, I can do different designs very easily now because I have the base of it. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, and now you want to take your flaps right here and you want to fold that over and glue it. Okay. And this is one thing I went back and added, was that one little bitty tiny strip right there, because the way it looked, you could see the white, and I didn't like that. So I did go back and add that. Okay, so our cover is pretty much done. I'm going to let that dry before I go to fold it. Now for the pages, excuse me, it doesn't matter what page you use as your front page. So you just kind of pick and choose how you want it to be. And then just kind of, and you want the tab going to the right. So that's all, excuse me, that's all you need to do. And so let's see. Okay, so I've got my pages the way I want them to go. Now there's a couple of different ways that you can put this together. A lot of times I cheat when I'm putting stuff like this together, and I will stack them up just like this, and then I just go through and glue. So let me show you the proper way to do it is to hold one page out and then take the other page and glue it right there just like that. And so this is like the proper way of doing it, and it probably does work better this way. But you know, sometimes I just get in a hurry and I'm like, I don't have time for all of that. And so you just want to make sure that everything's lined up. And so there's a page. So that's why I said that I like to, a lot of times I'll just do it just like this. Because it's like it's doing it all the steps at one single time. So see, that's just how I do it. Now you do it however you are most comfortable doing it. Whether it be laying it down and putting the pages together, or, you know, standing it up and doing it like this. It's however you feel more comfortable putting it together. But for me, this is just what works the best because it kind of keeps everything in place for me. And I can make sure I'm getting everything lined up. So you see everything's lining up. And it's lined up here, it's lined up there. So that's all I'm doing. We only have a couple more pages to put on. So you see, that's how I love it. It makes it so much easier for me. I try to find it's not that I try to find shortcuts, I just try to find better ways to do stuff. And for me, this is a better way. Make sure everything's still staying in place. And then we've got this last page. Okay. And then let's put the last page on, and then I'll show you what to do with the flap on it. Okay, so we've got that on. We've got all of our pages together. So you can see there's our pages. Nice and neat. So now what you want to do, because we don't need the flap on this back one, so we can cut it off. And I'm just going to cut it off like this. Okay, because we don't need that. Now the next thing I am going to do, I am going to round the corners on the front and the back. And then let me put the little ink on those corners. Okay, so then you get your cover, and you can either just take and glue it in like that, but what I like to do is I like to just lay my book down the way that it's supposed to go, and then I like to put my glue on. And you can glue these pages together if you want to. That's just a personal preference. I don't normally glue mine together, but it is something that you can do. Okay, so once I have the glue on it, I just take and stand it up, and then I open that cover like that, and then I just kind of ease it into it, and that way I know that it's right where it needs to go as far as the spine goes, because that way it closes at that point. So just need to let that dry for just a minute. So see, we've got it in there nice and pretty, and then we just want to do the exact same thing to the back. So that's all I'm doing to the back, is just putting some glue on it. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to stand it up and then kind of shut it. And that way I know that it's where it needs to go. Let's see, there we go. So it is nice and pretty and in place. And then once that gets down in there good, I will fold this over. And so now the little book is actually done. Excuse me, now you can just start putting your embellishments in it. And like I said, you can glue the pages even after you have done them like this. If you find that you don't like them being open like this, you can definitely go through and glue the pages shut. That's not a big deal. Oops, I'm pulling the glue up. See, that's why I need to be careful. But there are all sorts of, you know, pockets. Some of these pockets are wider pockets to go on the side. There's some tucks, different pockets like that. There's tags, there's clocks, there's tickets. There's all sorts of stuff for you to really embellish this. You can put, you know, something back here on the back of it. You can put one of the pockets on the back of it and have a pocket back here. You know, there's just a number of different things that you can do. But this is a very quick and easy way to have a junk journal, you know, in just a little bit. It's just what takes the longest is cutting it out for me. So there you go, guys. I will make sure that I link this below. So go over and grab yours and, you know, post some pictures in the Facebook when you put yours together. I would absolutely love to see it. So definitely post pictures and share. And thank you all so much. And be looking for the little one. Hopefully it'll be coming out within the next day or so. Bye, guys.